Hi, everybody. Welcome. Um, this is our VIP yoga, and for today, we are going to need the bolster, and you can keep some towels around. This is a nice little rainy day outside, so we'll do a very nice, chill, and relaxed yoga, making sure that we are, stretching all those muscles that we work during the week. So I'm focusing on stretching the full body today and just allowing ourselves to come to a very relaxed and peaceful state of mind. So just placing your hands on your thighs, roll your shoulders back a couple of times, allow your shoulders to relax. Close your eyes and let's take some few deeper breaths here. Inhaling through your nostrils, all the way down into your belly, and then exhaling that out. And let's do that again. Deep inhalation, getting up all the stresses of your week. And then exhaling that out. And let's do that one more time. Deep into the belly. And breathing out. And just start to notice how your body feels in this moment. And we may have gone through different types of situations this past week, and we are all adapting. And a lot of times there is, building the stresses and we don't notice it's building. But right now, let's stay in touch, get in touch with whatever it is in there without judging it or wishing we're there, because whenever we resist something, it tends to intensify. So we just want to notice what is there and be aware of whatever it is as we breathe nice and easy. You may notice some tiredness in the body or stress, or it can be soreness from working out. So just noticing, being kind to yourself, knowing that we all do the best that we can. And whatever you find, we're just going to start taking some nice breaths and see if you can direct the breath to the areas of tension or maybe a little ache in the heart, whatever that may be that you found. And maybe you found relaxation, so then just be with that also. So let's say you found a little achiness in the heart. So just see if you can breathe as if you could breathe through the heart. Visualize the air coming into the heart. And relax. Now let's roll the shoulders back a few more times, opening up our posture here. From typing on the computer or on your phone or even driving. And let's go back. Or from working out and using those shoulders muscles. And now as we inhale, we're going to draw both shoulders up. Inhale. As you exhale, relax. And let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. And one more time, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. And let's take a nice deep breath in. Breathe in. And now as you breathe out, just bring our right hand down and reach. And I know it looks the opposite because when I am on the screen, it looks like I'm doing the opposite side. But it doesn't really matter what side you're doing. And as you do this, I'd like for you to bring your awareness to your shoulder blade on the arm that is up. So underneath the shoulder blades, you're gonna might find some tension. I like for you to move this arm around a little bit until you find that that's the one area that, that sweet spot, right? And release. Slice to the opposite side. Deep breath in. Reach up. Now, as you breathe up, bring your hand down and reach over. Yes. And again, you can always move around, trying to feel that one spot. And release. Now, this time, we're going to go forward. So, deep breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can place your hands right in front of you. And if you can, bring your forearms down and adjust. And if you've been working out this past week, you might feel like some tension in the muscle or just some soreness. So again, don't feel like you have to keep your body in one position. Just move around a little bit. See what it feels right to you. And let's walk with the hands back. Very good. Roll the shoulders down back a few more times. And let's bring that right ear to the right shoulder. Keeping the shoulders down and relax, stretching the left side of your neck. Let's do the other side. And again, move your head a little bit. Maybe you want to turn your nose down towards your shoulder. And I feel like the bigger release when I do that on my own body and neck feels, I feel better release that way. And back to the center. Now we're going to roll the head on the front from one side and to the other side. And back to the center. Now let's look over the right shoulder as far back as you can. And to the other side. And now back to the center. Bring your chin down towards your chest. If you like, go ahead and place the palms of your hands on your head and slightly bring it down. And release. Let's take a nice deep breath in here. Breathe in. Reach up. Now as you breathe out, bring your elbows down, opening up your chest. And again, breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your elbows back. I know you can't see my arms all the way up, but visualize. There you go. And open the chest. Very good. Now let's bring the fingertips into your shoulders. And this time I'm going to start to roll the shoulders a little bit deeper, bringing the elbows in and then back. Yes, and then let's do a few in the opposite direction. One more. And very good. Now let's go ahead and extend these knees in front of you. Right here. And we'll shake it. And I today am really close to the camera, so hopefully you'll be able to see. So keep your back nice and upright. We're gonna reach all the way up, inhale. And then as you exhale, come on up forward. See if you can reach for your toes. For those of you who have a bolster and you'd like to use a bolster, you can. So right now I am not using my bolster just yet. Now, working out during the week, you may have felt like your hamstrings are super tight. We will be working on hamstrings again. This is just, I start making sure you're not hyperextending your knees or you're pushing and forcing through the back. So keep that core engaged and you're breathing from the hip. So there's no need to go all the way forward. You can just stop right here. The hamstring is going to be connected. So what happens is everything, your whole body is not just one thing, right? I mean, it's like we imagine that it's like this part here, this part here, this part here, but everything is really connected. So although it's not just one, it is still connected. So whenever you feel sometimes pain on the back, it could be coming from your hamstring. So we'll just, it's so important to stretch the whole body. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So now coming up nice and slow and bring the, I'll show you this way. So bring the right foot to your inner thigh. It's making sure that the leg is not collapsing to the side. So we're going to keep that, the toes pointing up and my foot's not like that. And let me engage in my foot. Reach all the way up, shoulders down. And let's come down and reach for your toes. So my plan today is doing more of a full body stretch for you so we can address all the muscles that we work so hard during the week. And if you're watching a replay of this video on our 21-day transformation page, it's really important that you complete with this nice stretch. And we're going to slowly release. We're going to switch to the other side. So we're going to bring the left foot to the inner thigh. And again, toes and I'm pointing. We are engaging that foot. Shoulders are back, reaching up. Inhale. And breathe out, reaching forward. A lot of times we try to hyperextend the knee, so just keep the knee, make sure there's a little micro bend. No matter what you do in yoga, we want to keep that. There's always a micro bend. So there's not need to force or push and try to make anything happen. Even if last week you did one thing and this week you're taking a step back, maybe your body is a little bit tighter today, just respect that. We're going to slowly release. We're going to bring your legs out to the sides for a fan pose. So you're going to take a deep breath in, inhale. Then as you exhale, bring the palm of your hands in front of you. And it's whatever feels right for you right now. And if you want to bring the arms down, for me, that's a little bit much today. I'm going to stay up here. I feel like I want to get a better stretch here where I could get my legs a little closer and then be able to come down. But I feel like this feels really good. That nice inner thigh stretch. You did a lot of leg work this past week. Yes, it's when we release, when you take those deep breaths, that we inhale and exhale, that you're able to go a little bit more. And it just feels good when we stop resisting and stop pushing things away and we breathe and relax. Yes. And let's walk to that right side. And breathing, not trying to make anything happen. Just breathing and relaxing here. Let's walk with our fingertips all the way to the other side. Yes. I love doing yoga on a rainy day, and I have actually have my windows closed just to be able for you to be able to see me a little better. But if you can have the windows open, the blinds open in your house, you can watch the rain pouring outside. It's just, for me, the most relaxing thing. I love it. And bring some gratitude into our hearts because we're home, we're safe, and we have a house, and we have all of this, the opportunity of being doing yoga. All right, and slowly release and bring your legs together and imagine, right? Not everybody is in the same situation, so having gratitude. All right, and shake your legs a little bit. Now go ahead and lay down on your back, and let's bring that knees to the chest. And just rock side to side, massaging that lower back. And what is in your body that you found when you did that little scan? What did you find that was the tightest on you? Yes. You can always send me messages during the week. I know, say maybe Saturday morning, and let me know like what hurts in your body that you would like to work on. I do. I feel like I'm almost like a I do that with meditation too. It's almost like I'm a DJ of health and fitness and wellness, and I love that. I love to be able to customize things for you and help you feel better. All right, so now go ahead and extend that left knee. Keep that right knee towards your chest and just hold it here. And feel that nice release on your lower back. And breathe. Ah, that feels so good. I love it. I hope you love it too. Now, with your left hand, I have my right hand up. With your left hand, just hold on to your shin. Bring your right arm down and slowly bring the leg over. Now, we're just trying to keep that shoulder down. If you start to roll and then your shoulder starts to lift, you just stay there. And this is sometimes when you notice that the hips are super tight. Now we're going to keep working on that in a little bit. So bring back to the center. And now this time, just opening up to the side. So trying to keep that left hip down as you bring your right knee down. Yep. We'll do froggy pose so we can help a little bit more with these. And let's go ahead and switch. Bring that left knee towards your chest and hold. Holding on to your shin. You can interlace your fingers. I find it's easier to just hold like that. And just breathe. And I hope this screen is not too dark for you. I hope you can still see me. And still holding on to your shin. You're going to bring your left arm out and then you're going to bring that right leg over. Keeping the left shoulder down. And just breathe and relax. And now slowly, you're going to switch hands up. Bring your left hand to your shin, right arm down, and opening up to the side. Try to keep that right hip down. And slowly back to the center. Go ahead and bend your knees and go ahead and roll to your side. And we'll come up to a seated position here. So this is the time that if you do have I have all my things right here. So I keep everything on this area that I'm going to need for my meditation, for my yoga, because that way I don't have to go grab anything in the middle. So what we're gonna do here, if you have a towel, grab a towel, or maybe you have a blanket. So usually the blanket will be even better. Just for our knees, I do like the extra support, and these towels give some, but not a whole lot. But we're gonna keep working on our hip, and really make sure that we have some extra protection for our knee. So we're gonna go ahead and bring the knee up here. First, we're gonna do a couple of cat and cows just to release our back a little bit more. So just exhaling, drawing the navel to the spine and the chin to the chest. And again, I do love moving around a little bit here. Breathe in, drop your belly to your bum goes up, and shift your hip forward and back, side to side, circle. It doesn't have to be in one position here. And then breathe out, chin to the chest, navel to the spine, pressing through the hands, separating the shoulder blades, and then dropping that belly to your bum goes up. As you look up and breathe in. And breathe out. And again, breathe in. And breathe out. Very nice. Now extend, you're going to start with my left one. Extend your left knee on the back. What we're going to do is we're going to stretch your calf muscles here. If you can see my foot, there we go. So as you breathe in, you're going to go up in your tiptoes. And then as you breathe out, you're going to press that ball of your foot back. So you can feel that nice stretch on your calf. So breathe in, up in your tiptoes. And then breathe out, pressing through the ball of your foot, feeling that nice stretch. And breathe in. And breathe out. And now hold the stretch right here. As you breathe nice and gently. And switch. That's to the other side. Step back, opposite leg. Breathe in, up in your tiptoes. And breathe out, pressing to the ball of your foot. Feel that nice stretch on your calf. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Now hold the stretch. And breathe nice and easy. And release. All right, so let's go on a downward dog. So lift your tailbone up, pressing through the hands so the head is not up, the head is down. And I'm going to start pressing the heel down one at a time right here. Nice and easy. Yep. Very good. And we're going to do the same idea that we did on the last one, just a little bit deeper now. We're going to go up on our tiptoes, and then we're going to breathe in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to press your heels down, pressing through the palms of your hands. Make your body nice and long. You feel that nice stretch on your back, nice stretch on your calves, throughout the whole back of your leg. And breathe in, up in your tiptoes, and breathe out. I'm going to do that again. Breathe in, up in your tiptoes, and breathe out, pressing through the heels. Now inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale, step on the right side of your mat. Yes, and let's shift that weight forward. And we're gonna, if possible, come down to the forearm for you. For this, to make this possible, sometimes you're gonna shift that foot a little further out. And again, you can have just the blade of your foot down, if that makes it a little bit easier for you. So we gotta work on our hips. We don't wanna keep the hips super tight. We do tons of hip flexors movement, um, squats, lunges, bicycle crunches. So everything that we do in the lower body, most of them we engage in the hip flexors. So this is the time to give them a break, to stretch and release, because you want them to be strong but flexible. All right, and slowly you're gonna come up here, check your toes on the back, lift your hip up and bring that right leg back. Now we're gonna step forward with the left foot and slowly bring that right knee down and release the toes. And you can bring that forearm down if that's comfortable too. You can shift the weight of your foot more on the blade of your foot instead of the arch, and hold, breathe. Another breath here, and then extend. Now we're gonna shift that weight back here. Just so like for us to sit back on child's pose. Bring your knees a little further out, your toes release and touch on the back, and bring the forehead down. I'm going to turn the light on, see if it's better for you to be able to see me. So definitely, yes, thick, maybe. All right, so come back up again. All right, now we're going to do the froggy pose, and that's why we have the towel here. If it's too much for you, you can do one side and then switch into the other side. So what we're gonna do is bring our legs out. Now, a lot of times people try to do what we're doing for child's pose, and I would like you to keep your feet nice and wide, and you're gonna bring this nice and wide. So this is doing the both at the same time. So now if this is too much for you, and I will do this way, I'll keep my knees on my mat has a lot of cushion. I don't know about yours. I don't know what kind of floor you have. My mat is pretty good. This is actually my daughter's mat. And that's as if you're doing both at the same time. Am I too close to you? Now, if you want to do a one side, we will do just one side. So keep the leg back and then just do one side. So this one will be a whole lot easier if this is better for you. I'll do one. So the one side is definitely easier, but again, I'd like for you to have your whole shin is parallel to the knee. So I'm not down here with my foot pointed, my toes pointed. See, I'm engaging my foot here. And when we come down, if you can come all the way down to the floor, bring your left palm, right palm on top, and bring your forehead down and relax. If you're doing both at the same time, just keep it. If you're doing one leg, now we're gonna switch. So we just bring that leg down and then bring the opposite one out. Remember, we're trying to keep that foot engaged, and you have your shin is one straight line parallel. And slowly bring that leg down. Just release your arms, bring your hands down. Turn your head sideways. Just take some deeper breaths here. Just relaxing. And turn your head to the opposite side. And slowly release. Now I'm going to lay down on our sides. And you can just rest your head right here on your head. You're going to grab on top of your foot. You're going to stretch the quads. So now this one here it might be hard for some people. You can just use a belt. So I'll show you a strap. You can be, I have a strap, but I also have my bathrobe strap here. So this works too. So anything that's like this, if you can't reach, you don't have to worry about it. But if you cannot, just put that on your foot and then hold it like this. Ideally, if your strap is long enough, bring it over your shoulder, and just so that means you can still relax here without having to, um, you know, be uncomfortable on your shoulder. But make sure you do have that resistance. Yes. And slowly release. You're gonna go to the other side, and again, you can use the strap if it's necessary for you. Otherwise, you do not need to do this strap. You can just lay down and hold on top of your foot. And this can be really mild for some of you. Like if you have really flexible quads, you might be able to do a little bit more. We are going to do more. I want to make sure we really stretch these areas that we work so hard during the week. Because this yoga class is focused, VIP Air is focused on working on releasing all that those tight muscles, because it's focused on people who actually work out, right? So this is not just a regular yoga class that you go for many different reasons, but this one is specifically, of course, reduces stress, but focus on targeting different areas of the body to make sure that we're stretching the muscles. And another breath here. And slowly release. Just using your hand to press yourself up and come up to a seated position. Next, we're going to be doing the pigeon. So you can have a bolster, a pillow, or anything next close to you. This is just for us to hug when we come down. So over here, we're going to go up on a down dog. I like going to pigeon from down dog. So we'll come up to a down dog, lift that leg up, and bring the shin to the front. So now the shin can be, I don't know if you can see, like parallel to the front of your mat. Now the back leg, if you want to do modified, keep that back knee bent, or you're going to do a pigeon, which is, you're going to make sure that the hips are square, that you're not falling to one side and falling towards the other side. And when we do this, we realize how our bodies work. Everybody's body is different. So don't feel because the pose asks to have the shin. The shin can be in any really direction. It can be parallel to the front. It can be all the way in. So today, my heel is all the way in, really, meaning that I'm very tight on my hips today. But that's okay because that's what I'm here for. Now, have your pillow or your bolster come all the way down and relax. And it's okay um, to understand how our bodies change. Our body's not the same every day. One of the things also, the more you do yoga, you would notice is that if you do yoga every day, you notice how your body have gone to different types of stresses. Because you're doing your workout every day and you're doing your yoga every day, and then one day you either maybe put some toxins in your body, maybe you drank a bit much or ate too much, ate the wrong foods, and then you do yoga next day, your body's not the same. It's just not, you feel a little bit tighter. And the same thing with stresses too, not just about what you put in as far as food, but I mean everything that touches you from the five senses, things that you've seen, things that you heard or experienced, they all get stored in your body, in your mind. And you can see that when you do yoga every day. If you do it every now and then, you won't be able to notice from one day to the other. But if you do it every day, you will notice. So bring us that understanding that everything that we do has an impact in our bodies, in our health. All right, so now we are going to just change and switch. So let's go back up in the downward dog. Yes. And just by doing this for a few minutes, I can tell how my calves already released a little bit. So inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, bring that shin parallel to the front. And again, if you want to do modify, you're gonna keep that. You're gonna keep the back knee bent. We'll do the pigeon. You're gonna keep that whole hip nice and square. So the top of your foot's not sideways. Your foot is straight. So we're trying to find the hip nice and square here. When we do this, sometimes, not sometimes, ideally, we'll tuck in, we'll cover any gaps that we may find in the hip. So if you have some extra pillows, you can use. There's also a tiny little bolster that you can use, and I actually order for myself, and I'll show you next time. I cannot wait. I ordered some new stuff. I ordered the rectangular bolster and the small bolster, and I'll show you. It just adds more to our practice and helps us feel better in the pose. Maybe when we're doing restorative, of course, it helps us relax more. So you should get it this week. I'll show it to you. Hmm. And just allow your body to really relax and feel supported by your pillow or your bolster. Noticing how your hips are feeling, your knees, and if you have to adjust a little bit, adjust it. But remember, you're trying to keep the hips square. Even if you have to modify, bring your heel a little bit closer to your body instead of further out towards the front of the mat. Just being here, being present, and allowing your body to relax. Just a couple more breaths here. And we're gonna slowly come up, press into the hands, and you can just sit on the side. All right, so as I mentioned, we are going to be going a little bit deeper on a quad stretch. So for those who have very tight quadriceps, so like for you to be very careful, you're not supposed to be feeling those on your knees, you're not supposed to be feeling those here. Or you're not supposed to feel down here either. I'm gonna place my bolster behind my back. And here's a modified. We can have one leg instead of both. And one of the things that I'd like for you to pay attention to is that we need to make sure the hips keep engaged as we come back. So engage the hip, drop the hip up, and you can come just about to here if this is all it's comfortable to you. Just stay here, or if you can come all the way down on the leg, you can rest. And then if you can do both, you will do both. All right. Here we go. So for here, I like to place the hand down and then lift the hip up. So as you lift the hip up, you are pressing through, and because I have black shirt, I don't know if you can see, but pressing it up like that. So then you come down after that. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna feel it on your lower back. So you're pressing through the hips up, up. So when you do that, you can feel that you're gonna really feel it stretching here big time. Now, don't allow the hip to tilt back, tilt forward. Yes, so just might do this a little bit more. I can feel the stretch on my quadriceps, and I love doing these. And I have to say, these do come easier for me because I've been doing these actually since I was a kid, and I never stopped. So I learned this when I was a kid, and for whatever reason, stayed with me. I never stopped doing it. So it is easier for me for that reason. So don't feel like, oh my goodness, if you are not able to do these, that you should be doing, because I know this is intense. But again, don't let go of that hip tilt, because you're here relaxing. The first thing you might do is just completely let it relax. And then you're not going to feel it engage in your quads as much, and you might start feeling in your lower back. If you're doing just one leg now, go ahead and switch, do the other leg. Don't force, make anything to happen. Keeping that hip up, keep the pelvic tilt. What you persist. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, just really allow yourself to relax on this pose. And there's always that resistance in the beginning, and then as you go, and it just starts to stretch, and it feels easier to, and that mental struggle also goes away when the mental resistance subsides, and then you're able to really relax and enjoy the stretch. All right, so here we go. Keeping that pelvic tilt, engaging your core. Gonna start to come up, pressing through the hands, and we are going to go all the way forward into child's pose right here. And slowly come up. We're gonna sit on your mat and extend your knees in front of you, and it should feel nice. Should feels good. Should feel good to just release that stretch. And stretch and rotate your foot. That does stretch the top of your foot as well. And then opposite direction. You can see here. Here we go. So flex. And point. There we go. And then side to side. Really allow the whole leg to, from the hip, to move side to side. All right, now let's go ahead and relax our wrists here too a little bit. And then opposite direction. All right, so now if you have a bolster, we're gonna use the bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can use a pillow. One of the things that I say, if you do fold a pillow in half, lengthwise, and then you can always roll on a towel and make it into a bolster. This is your home bolster. And I've taught this in other videos before. Like, now you bring the bolster or the pillow towards your back and then slowly lay down on top. And this is one of my favorite poses ever because it just opens up the heart, the chest, and it just has a good feeling of like, now I can just let go. And when we just let go and relax, and it's just so peaceful and so joyful. Just breathing nice and easy. And slowly bend your knee one at a time. Roll your side off the bolster. Remove the bolster. And now we are going to use it again. If you don't have a bolster, you can use the pillow. But also, if you have a block, it would be a little bit better. So lift your hip up. I'm going to slide the bolster underneath your hip. We are always modifying, adapting since we are home, and that's okay. You can still work. We can make it work. All right, so now once you get your hip, just shift and find the right position that's comfortable for your hip. Bend your elbow at a 90-degree angle like this. I call them baby arms. So that's your elbow bend at a 90-degree angle. And just stay here, breathing. And just allow your body to relax. And each breath that you take, just allow your body to feel completely supported by the bolster or the block. And I have my knees bent, as you notice, and I don't really recommend you to extend your knees for this one. Just keep your knees bent. See if you can, every time you breathe out, allow gravity to pull you down and support you. Means you're not resisting in any way. And now slowly we are going to extend our knees but up, not on the floor. So lift your right or your left leg up and then lift the other. So you might want to hold on to your bolster or to your block and just keep our legs up here. So imagine how much our legs and feet have been holding us throughout our whole lives. And think about all the jumps that we did this week and all the squats, and show some appreciation and gratitude towards our legs and allow them to rest here in this comfortable position. Just feel that nice rush of blood and releasing all the pressure and the weight that they support us all day. And you can always have your legs against the wall. Well, we can do that on another day, on another class. We'll do a wall, work with the wall. So you got to plan for that. I just love using the wall. It's very relaxing and it's very detoxifying. Now, ideally, we don't do any inversion, and this is, although it's a mild one, it is an inversion too. When you have your period, so if you have your period, you do not want to have your legs up like this. For the obvious reason. So you should feel a little tingling on your legs. Even you can feel a little itchy or warming or a little vibration. And you're gonna bring that leg down nice and slow, one at a time. You're gonna lift your hip up and you're gonna slide the bolster out and slowly bring your hip down. You're gonna bring those knees together, your feet are out, and you're just gonna rest here. And I should feel a big room on your lower back now. It's almost like, oh wow, what happened here? Right? It feels really nice and loose. It feels incredible. How does it feel for you? Yes. Now go ahead and shuffle your feet a little closer and then allow your arms out to the sides and allow your knees to drop to one side. And then to the other side. Slowly take your time. What is your favorite flower? What scent do you like the most in your flower? Is it because of the beauty or is it because of the scent? And the reason why that just popped in my mind is because I have a candle here and it smells jasmine, and that is by far my favorite scent. Like, I love lavender. Lavender is wonderful, but every time I smell jasmine, it's like, whew. And we have the little essential oils at the studio for the crown chakra with jasmine. Oh my goodness. And my candle here is jasmine. All right, let's go back to the center. Bring your knees to your chest and then rock side to side. I'm going to have my candle on next time. The next time we're going to have a wall and we're going to have a candle. So see if you can bring for next week's VIP yoga a wall. Just make sure you're next to a wall. And then your favorite scent, if you have it at home, then go out and buy it. Let's make some circles and then to the opposite direction. All right, let's go ahead and roll on my stomach right here. You're gonna roll on your stomach, and I'd like for you to bring your arm bent on a 90 degree right here. You're gonna turn your head towards the opposite direction. And then we're gonna bend the knee on the same side that your head is in. And you're gonna start to roll. And this might not go far, and that's okay. You may roll just to your side, and that's it, because until you feel that super stretch on your shoulder. This is a shoulder stretch. You know, with the elbow bent, it's harder than if you have your elbow out. So if you are here, you want to turn, it's easier than if you have your elbow. So we are going to do a more intense one. So you can just slowly turn and stay on your side. That's as far as I can go. If your chest is hurting, when I mean like your chest, you can put like a little pillow there for the ladies. And this stretch is stretching your shoulders. It is stretching your chest also. And slowly release. That was deep. All right, so bring the arm. Now we're gonna do the opposite one. So bend your elbow at a 90 degree and go here with your shoulder. Turn your head and see how I keep my hand here. So that means I'm controlling my roll. So I control my roll until I get to a point where that is good. And some people can roll a little bit more. So with my hand here, I'm kind of controlling my how much I want to go, how deep I want this stretch to be. And just breathe. And slowly roll it. And bring your hands underneath your shoulder. And let's sit back here on child's pose. And relax. Let's see what time we have. All right, we have a few minutes just in time for our Shavasana. So we are going to find a comfortable position, whatever position you're most comfortable in. You can use the bolster underneath your knees, or you can lay on top of your bolster. You can just absolutely lay flat on your back. The palms of your hands are facing upwards, and allow your feet to just drop one to each side. And your inner thighs should not be touching, and the inner part of your arm should not be touching into your body. Take a nice deep breath in. And breathe out. And again. And breathe out. Allow your body to completely relax here. And one more time. Easy in and easy out. Let's take a few moments in silence, just noticing the breath as you inhale and exhale gently. Keep your mind on the breathing. This is your time. You deserve to relax. And then slowly start to externalize awareness. You're welcome to stay here. Now take a nap if you want to. Continue to relax, focusing on the breath, going deeper into your meditation. Or you can slowly bend your knees and roll to the side. Then you can stay on the side for just a couple of breaths here. When we lay down in Shavasana, we don't want to just sit up straight up right away. You do want to roll to the side. Then you're going to press to the hand and come up to seated position. And we're going to finish our class with 3 deep breaths. And we're going to gather everything that we have built with our practice and bring that into our heart. Let's take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, palms of the hands together, bring that into your heart center. So visualize everything, all the relaxation, peace that you built today. Breathe in, gather all of that. And as you breathe out, bring that into your heart. And one more time, just like that. Breathe in and breathe out. Namaste. I really appreciate all of you being here and sharing this time with me to relax, to take care of your health. And I'm super proud of you for everything that you're doing and continue with your work. And I cannot wait to continue guiding you in this journey. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. I will see you on Monday.